very important paper. Yeah. The use of the methodology, even in the intervention. So how to clean, how to consolidate. So we talk a little bit about the methodologies, how to know the best um, the most appropriate kind of mood or cast we have to choose to each case. When we are in a conservation to do some intervention in sailing or on mural, so we have to be this conscient. We have to know a lot of the history, a lot of the about the materials, the techniques, how we do some restoration, not so aggressive, so be honest with the material, with the people. Um, so I congratulate everyone about the speech. I like very much indeed. So we have some questions already. We have some questions, and the first one is about what kind of chemical the people of the last presentation have performed, and how about the materials for filling the cracks. So these two questions were the first one for the last group for the ladies, but even the others, if they want to to talk something for us about, it will be fantastic. So ladies.
Sorry, I didn't understood the beginning. Was the question how was done the consolidation? Is that it?
Yes, they are asking what kind of chemical have you used for cleaning or consolidating the cracks or.
Okay, so the procedure is basically about maintaining the pieces as they are, as much as we can. So we try to avoid water as to it gets into the plaster and afterwards it might bring more damage than good. So the chemicals that we more prefer to are acetone, given that it dries out of the plaster a lot faster than water, therefore doesn't bring any damage to it. And we use it to moisturize the plaster, especially from the front. And then we use for the cracks, what's the glue? It's not glue, it's fixator, plaster fixator. It's basically brother cousin to the plaster. It's plaster, but it's cooked in a different way. Therefore, has different as a different way of when mixed out with water to dries out in a different way. Basically, it's kind of shrinks more than the normal plaster, and it allows us to glue all the pieces together a lot more evenly than the normal plaster. As to fill in the gaps, we use normal plaster after the acetone, and for the back, the consolidation of the back with the wood, we there, yes, do use water. Is that all?
Okay, well, very well done. I think it's very clear that you said, and there we have another asking question. Sorry, misery and humidity in plaster in wood. How did the measured values impact the choice of your conservation procedures?
Sorry, in the wood, what? I couldn't understand.
Measuring the humidity, about the control of humidity. in plaster or in wood, the difference between the materials. How did the measure value impact the choice of your conservation procedures?
If it's the measuring humidity in plaster or in wood, we would have, starting off by measuring them, we know if they are too moisturized or if they are dried out. And given those numbers, we can know how much we can actually apply to it and to balance out the levels that they are in. For example, the wood was in a very stable values, given that it was 500 more or less years old, and it was totally stable. So we didn't need to have many concerns with that. The plaster itself was more concerning because it wasn't storage in the correct way, therefore it was a little bit too humid. And after we took it out from the storage places, it started to get more moisturized, which is normal. And we had to take that in consideration to balance out the values that it was in. But to the impact of the choices, the way that I can actually explain that, it's more not a choice per se, it's more the procedure that we need to pass through, beginning with the rubbers. And if the rubbers do not take out what we are expecting to be able to take out from the dirt and other things, then yes, we may use some chemicals like acetone or even alcohol. The commercial name for a plaster fixative in Portuguese, gesso cola.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
You're welcome.
That's what I thought.
Okay, we have another one question. What's the commercial name of the plaster fixer? If it's different of the other.
Sival.
Sival. Mm-hmm.
Sival B, I think.
Yes, I do think so.
Sorry. Thank you.
Professora, o gesso de cola é tipo B, AB ou é B?
I think B.
Série tradicional.
B. I think B. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. So we have someone who wants to do some questions for the others. I'd like to do a question for Mr. Mr. William Freeling from Netherlands. I'd like to know how is the process, the training process or the training education in Netherlands? If someone wants to start to work in conservation and restoring old buildings or old traditional sailing, plaster sailing in Netherlands, how is it? For Mr. William Freeling.
I think you can hear me? Yes?
Yes, sure.
Okay. What we do is cleaning. We don't use water by cleaning. It's first we start with what you do also with brushes and some scalpels to remove the layers of paint and other things and dirt. And then we just to try. We have some hard brushes we can most of the time we clean enough the surface for preparing restoration. And the restoration, we try to use the plaster and the lime. Maybe we make a mix of it, and we mix this with glue water. That's one of the things, and we add also some resins for just a little better gluing to the surfaces between the cracks. And we inject them so that we fill the whole shrinks between the parts just behind, not only on the surface, but deep inside. Is that enough?
Okay.
For this moment?
Yes. Many thanks. Many thanks. So I apologize all of you, but we have to finish the the session. We are late, and they use the auditorium for the next session or class. In anyway, I like very much. I enjoy. I learn a lot with you, all you guys. So thank you very much, and I hope see you all next year in Portugal or in Lisboa.
Okay.
Or maybe in Amsterdam.
Maybe Amsterdam. Yes, that will be a nice place to meet you.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
I was very excited with the fragment you show us, the collection, the fragment we have in Rio de Janeiro, in Dom João Museum Foundation at the university. The same kind of fragments, the same kind of collection that you have, some almost 1,000 pieces from the 18th century. Very interesting, also.
Okay.
So anyway, I congratulate all you, and I have to thank you again to Alice, to Marta Frade. Nice to meet Eduarda Vieira, very nice colleague and very important people about the conservation and restoring in Portugal also, even the north of the country, in Porto, Universidade Católica there. So many thanks. Yeah, I see you later.
See you later. Bye.